Really going to miss her.
When Peanut arrived, she wasn't able to stand. I could see all of her bones. All we wanted to do was give her a big hug and just love her, really.
What really broke my heart is that she couldn't look anyone in the eye. She just lay there with her head down. It looked like she'd given up. And it wasn't just that she hadn't been fed correctly, she was absolutely covered in these sores. She was a homeless dog. I mean, it was freezing cold weather that week. I think she probably wouldn't have survived another night out there.
There was a member of public just walking their dog. Whilst they were walking, they heard some moaning from around the corner. So they went and looked, and then they found Peanut just lying in a ditch, nearly dead. She probably would have been gone, a few hours had they left her. I actually went to an out-of-hours vet on a completely different reason. They said, "Oh, can you just come on back and have a look at this dog for us?" And they mentioned, that there's a thin dog. In this job you see a lot of thin animals, dogs, cats, you name it, we see them. But when I went back into the vets and saw Peanut in the kennels, I was genuinely shocked. Because she is absolutely the thinnest dog I've ever seen that's still alive. I just started making calls to every contact and saying, "I've got this dog that absolutely needs to go somewhere." I'm a very, very small piece in this puzzle. It's really the lovely people that collected Peanut on day one and got her to the vets. It's the vets that looked after her. And then it's obviously the rehoming staff that are continuing to ensure that she's going to get better and rehab her and get her ready for rehoming.
We got a phone call from the inspector to say that he had picked up a severely emaciated dog. We immediately said yes. She arrived that day. So we went out to the van and opened up the doors, and it was just shocking to see her laying lifeless and just so scared of humans. My first thought was, are we ever going to get her back to health again? How are we ever going to build her back up to point of rehoming? I've rehabilitated thousands of dogs during my time with the RSPCA. It can be a tricky process. Her body isn't used to having any food at all, so it's really important that we do this really slowly. If not, it can be really dangerous if we suddenly just give her lots of food, which obviously we want to do. It's so important when they're this thin that they're kept warm because they need all the calories they can get. And then just keep an eye on her in general. So is she bright? Is she alert? Are we seeing her energy increase, which we are. Again, it's really slow progress, but we are seeing that, and that's what we're looking for. When you get to see those little improvements, it gives you the push to carry on and know you're going in the right direction.
Good girl, hello. Hello, good morning.
Just a little tiny wag of the tail one morning, we knew she had it in her to bond. So that for us, that was the best day ever, really. If she can create a bond with us, we know that eventually she can create that bond with a family. She's a great example of how incredible dogs are. You know, she has clearly been really badly neglected and starved, and who knows what else. But here she is, she's starting to trust people again, and that's just, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant that she's able to do that. I mean, animals are amazing, they're so forgiving. I always knew that ever since I can remember that this was my dream job. We got our first rescue dog as a child, and sort of seeing that transformation from when we took him on. I've definitely learned a lot during the time I've worked with the RSPCA. One thing I've learned is that they all can have that bond. It's just kind of taking the time, letting them come over to you. They do all have it in them eventually. Some just take a little bit more time than others. I mean, we've received so many inquiries for Peanut, so I definitely don't think we'll be short of homes. It's really hard to say how long the process will take because all dogs are different, a bit like people, but we're confident within the next 1 to 2 months we will be looking for her new home. I don't think we've seen all of her yet, so I think as she recovers we'll sort of reassess and go from there really.
I think there's a really cheeky little dog in there, and I still think we've got a lot more yet to come.
I can't even think to, what she looked like at 12 kilograms. Now she's right up in her 20s. She's the first dog we do in the mornings. When she first came in, she couldn't even stand up, whereas now she's running out, she's play bowing at her. It's not just her body that's gone through a transformation, it's her personality as well. She's got her favourites, and
You are one of them.
I'm one of them. I'm one of the lucky chosen ones. It's going to be strange coming in and not having her here. She's been such a massive part of here for the last 4 months, really.
Ready for your big adventure. Really going to miss her, yeah. It's going to be very strange. I think it's because she's been on such a journey, but I also think it's because she's like chosen me. And that makes me feel a bit like special. So, yeah. And then I also feel a bit guilty that I'm now going to pass her off to somebody else, if you know what I mean. It's a really weird feeling. Because we get these animals in, we gain their trust, and then we go and break it because we then just pass them on to someone else, if you know what I mean. But then in a couple of days you get photos through and they've forgot about us and they're living their best lives. And you never forget them, but you do put all of your efforts then into another that needs it. So there's always another. If I had a space, I would definitely have considered her, because I love lurchers and I lost a lurcher and I haven't replaced with another lurcher, so, but I've not got a space at the moment. No space at the inn. I think I'll always remember the day she came in, but I'll always remember her as the dog that transformed into this confident, playful, kind dog that we sort of see today.
When do you think it's going to really hit that she's going?
It's going to be the drive home on my own.
Oh, don't, Peanut.
No, don't. Good girl. It's just as it's getting closer, it's really, we've found her the perfect home and it's really exciting. I just can't wait until we get that first photo through to say that here she is, she's settled, she's really happy, and that, we don't need to worry about her. But until then, she'll be on my mind. Hey, the stress of my life you are, aren't you? You really are. This is a board of happy endings. So when animals go to their new homes, we always encourage people to send in updates. One in particular that will always stick out for me is little Susie, who very much reminded me of Peanut when she first arrived. So again, she was really underweight and really nervous, so we kind of had to do a lot of work with her mentally and physically. I think with Susie, she was very much the same as Peanut, so we needed to gradually feed her up and get her back to full body weight, and then mentally it was just that making friends, really slow, gentle introductions to new people. And she is, as you can see, really happy and relaxed in her new home. So all of these animals have all gone into homes, and these are their little happy ending updates.